All the ways you can and can't catch the coronavirus. Where exactly the virus that causes COVID-19 came from is still something of a mystery. Experts believe that it jumped from an animal to people in the market in Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began. But the exact animal species, some suspect it originated in bats, spread to pangolins, and then to people, hasn't been determined yet. Now that the virus has spread to humans, however, scientists are racing to identify all the other ways that people can and cannot catch it. You're most likely to catch the virus from droplets of mucus or saliva. Generally, these moist, infectious projectiles can travel up to 6 feet from the infected person, says Charles Chu, Associate Director of the UCSF Clinical Microbiology Laboratory. This means you must be in fairly close proximity to a sick person to catch the virus. It is extremely unlikely and has never been documented that you can get infected with the virus if you're in the back of the airplane and a COVID-19 infected patient is in the front of the airplane, he says. The virus might be transmitted by contact with infected surfaces. Scientists don't know yet how long this novel coronavirus can survive outside the human body. Based on what we know about other coronaviruses, it may persist on surfaces for a few hours or for several days. In any case, though, contact with infected surfaces is not thought to be the main way the virus is spread. You're still much likelier to catch the virus if somebody coughs or sneezes on you. The virus is not known to be airborne. Some pathogens can be spread through the air, including the measles and chickenpox viruses and the bacteria that cause tuberculosis. This airborne transmission is different from when people launch droplets into the air when they ats, because those tiny globs of mucus or saliva are heavy and drop out of the air pretty quickly, whereas airborne particles can float for long distances. You're probably safe from your toilet seat, though it is very unlikely you will catch COVID-19 from a toilet seat. It depends on what you'd with the toilet seat, Morse said. I can imagine the rare instance, but I think a low probability event. Other diseases, such as Ebola, cause intense vomiting and diarrhea. Ebola can easily be transmitted through these bodily fluids. You shouldn't worry about catching COVID-19 from fluffy. Officials in Hong Kong reported on February 28 that a pet dog belonging to a person with COVID-19 has tested weak positive for the coronavirus that causes COVID-19. However, this does not mean that the dog is actually infected. The dog has no symptoms and is currently being quarantined to determine whether the positive test might be due to environmental contamination of the dog's mouth and nose. A spokesperson for Hong Kong's agriculture. Thanks for watching.